just enough sketch, it moves out, and it's fun. And the noises that it makes are absolutely glorious. What's up guys, Javier from That Racing Channel. Welcome back to another episode. We have a super special one in store for you today. Today we're with Steve and his 1988 Lada. This thing is 2JZ swapped, weighs 2,000 pounds, and has a manual transmission. This thing is gonna be a freaking blast. Let's go check it out. Steve, what's up, my man?
Hey, how are you?
Thanks for bringing the car out.
No problem, my pleasure.
Dude, this thing is amazing. Give us the rundown on what it is and what's done to it.
So the car itself is an 88 Lada 2107. The original engine was a Lada Rally engine with like 160, 170 horsepower. I had this engine on the shelf. So we just thought about to change the engine, and this was an easy choice because I had the engine. But to put it in, it was difficult because this one is a 6-cylinder engine and the original one was like a small 4-cylinder engine. So if you guys see, this is the original firewall. So we have to.
Oh wow! So you had to do a good bit of just a little bit of cutting.
Yeah, a lot. So we had fabrication work. We had to redo the whole firewall, the whole tunnel. I wanted to keep everything original, keep the radiator and the intercooler on the front without really compromising the look of the car. So we tried to keep the grille and everything. So if the hood is on and we just look at it from outside, it looks like a factory car, but it's not.
Yeah, that's a big engine for such a little car. I mean, I gotta imagine this thing doesn't weigh very much.
Yeah, we didn't scale the car, but it's approximately 2,000 pounds.
Jeez.
For this engine, I think it's a really low number.
You want to go ahead and fire her up? Because
Yeah,
I can't wait any longer, man.
Yeah, absolutely. The car is a keyless.
Keyless?
Keyless. We have just this little thingy.
Like a fob, yeah. Guys, a little POV shot here. Man, this thing hugs you real good. Yes. This seat is like perfect.
The seats are amazing.
Very nice, dude. I love this dash. This dash is so nice, man. Our hook back here, we got our fire extinguisher.
Yeah, actually that one is a fire extinguisher system. It goes from there and goes to the engine as well.
Fire suppression system. Yeah. Very nice, man.
This one is another fire extinguisher solution.
Oh, you're ready to go.
So yeah, so anything happens is you just drop it in the engine and it blows up.
Oh, that's cool. All right, guys. I'm ready to go for a spin. You ready to go for a spin?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm ready. I'm always ready.
Let's do this. All right, guys. So we're taking the 2JZ Lada for a spin. I am so pumped. This thing is just so raw. That's all. Like, suspension's really stiff. You feel every little bump in the road, and just you hear the drivetrain and the turbo, and everything about it is just perfect. Oh, we're doing a dig. fun factor, 10 out of 10, hands down. So this thing gets a little rowdy, man. And those were like baby hits, and this thing, it just likes to dance.
Yeah.
She's a dancing girl for sure.
Yes, she's a dancer.
And the best thing about this setup, I mean, you are not stressing this 2J by any means. Like the weight, and the car's fast.
Yes.
So you could literally beat on this thing for probably another 100,000 miles, and it'll. I mean, it's
You can drive it for 24/7.
Yeah.
No problem.
amazing setup, man.
The engine itself is an original engine. It's a not a built engine.
So full long block, no head studs, no valve springs, no.
Nothing. It's all original. Really, mainly the turbo itself is a 67, 71 Garrett turbo. Everything, really, all the piping, custom radiator, custom intercooler, all the custom piping made by Rich at Raw Motorsports. He actually did all the fabrication. It was a big deal. It took like 6 months constant work.
There's a lot. You can tell there's a lot of work that put into massaging that that 2J into that, and it's really clean.
It is. Yeah. The other thing was to try to hide all the wiring. Junior from GR wiring solution did all the wiring. He did an amazing job. Actually, I took me like 2-3 months to convince Rich to start the build
because of so much.
The car was intact. It was perfectly clean. It was a nice car. He didn't want to chop it, and I told him just let's do it because I knew the end result was going to be amazing. The engine runs with E85. It makes 565 horsepower as it sits. We maxed out actually the fuel pump. It's a Bosch 44 fuel pump. We maxed out the fuel pump. That's why we have the 565 horsepower, which is more than enough.
I mean, that's plenty because you can tell it's like a short wheelbase, you know. So that's plenty for a 2,000-pound car.
2,000 pounds.
Rear-wheel drive.
It's like a regular 30-something, 100 pounds car. It's this one feels like a 9,000 horsepower car.
Oh yeah.
For weight and horsepower ratio.
I know it's a stick shift. What transmission's in it?
Yeah, the transmission actually it came from a 350Z, the Z09 transmission,
Nice.
the second generation one, because this one is stronger. The engine management is an Haltech Elite 2000 engine management with the IC7 dash. Inside we have to rebuild the tunnel to fit the transmission.
Yeah, this thing is super clean. You got your good old passenger here?
Yeah, my brother from another mother. Yeah, we had to rebuild all the tunnel. That was a big deal. Because the engine is bigger and we pushed the firewall back, we had to put a floor mounting pedal sets. So we moved the seat position back like a foot at least.
Wow, quite a bit of work went into this thing, man.
Yes, absolutely.
TRC approved. Just a huge TRC approved stamp right there, man.
Tires are more stickier now.
Oh yeah. Guys, I'm in love. And on the decel, you can just hear the pops and the flames coming out of that hood dump. And when the wastegate just screams out, man, it's just...
Yeah, I get goosebumps all the time.
Yeah, brother. Straight goosebumps, man. It checks all the boxes, honestly. At least for me personally, man. It's power to weight is perfect. Just enough sketch. The car is sketchy in the lower gears. Once you start getting the speed, I mean, you can tell this thing was built with a purpose. And it moves out, and it's stable, and it's fun. And the noises that it makes are absolutely glorious. I will say this is probably one of my favorite cars that we have featured in quite a while, man. Can't thank you enough for that ride.
No problem, my pleasure. You can see the cage. This one, because originally the car was built to the Hungarian Rally Championship.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And this one is a homolog car. So it's built for by the book for the Rally Championship. They never used it. Actually, So that's why you see this really enormous and really strong cage in it. All these like a little fan on the roof.
Oh, so that's functional.
It's functional.
That's awesome.
It's like an old school rally solution for
Wow,
having
that's
some
great.
air in the car. Yeah, this one a little light for itinerary. So you can see during the night when you're driving.
It's got all your creature comforts
Yeah,
that you'd ever want. You know, the AC.
Yeah, it's old school AC, but it works actually. When you're holding gas, you get some air in it.
Yeah, you don't need AC in this thing. It looks like it has no windows, so the windows just stay down.
Windows.
Yeah.
Actually, that's the window, but it couldn't roll down. It had the little window for giving to the itinerary to the point where they stamp into the itinerary.
So you got the fuel system back here?
Yeah, that's the fuel system. Yeah, we have the fuel pump, the Bosch 44 fuel pump. This one is a 10-gallon fuel cell. This is about like a weekend fun, but if you push it really hard, that's why you need a little extra. The car came out really amazing. It feels unpredictable, but still, when you're driving, you can enjoy, you can feel the car, so you know what's going on.
I mean, let's just call it, it's a driver's car. Like this thing is going to give you, I mean, I think you mentioned like solid motor mount. So this thing is going to give you like every feeling of the road, every vibration. It's stick shift. So you got to have the driver mod.
Clutch, you hear the transmission, you hear the differential, you hear the engine itself. No insulation, nothing. It's
just a raw experience.
Raw, absolutely.
Guys, this thing is freaking sick. I mean, the attention to detail on this car, from like the wide fenders to how they massage the 2J to fit. I mean, it's all done so well.
This one is a wrap. Actually, we are wrapping cars.
Looks really good.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
It fits to the car, and we put some 80s type of design on the side. This one actually reflective, so during the night it's really cool.
Yeah, you guys did a really killer job on this.
Actually,
Love it, man.
This one was the only wheel what we could put on. One of the guys from Boston came out, and we figured out what's the only size of wheel what fits on the car, and this was the only one, which is like 4 inches wider than the car itself, so we had to put a clinch wide body on it.
And then in regards to, let's go ahead and take a peek under here, but in regards to drivetrain, what do we?
Yeah, we had a drivetrain, so we had the 350Z transmission with the custom drive shaft, and it goes into 8.8 Mustang, 4 Mustang rear end.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool, man.
So it can handle the power. It's pretty noisy.
This thing's built and ready to go, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would have never guessed this thing had a
actually
Ford 88 in the back.
88 on the back, and all the mounting points was cut off and remounted on this one from the original differential.
Wow. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed that ride along. It was a freaking blast. We're gonna put a little bit of extra love into this one for you guys, and we're gonna head to some really cool spots and shoot some really sick cinematics. Hope you enjoy. All right, guys, so we took this thing down to a really cool spot down by the beach. Beautiful day today. Can't beat 2 JZs, beautiful skies, the smell of the ocean. Man, what an awesome day. And it is incredible how many people come up to us and ask, what is it?
No, this one is a rally car.
It's a rally car.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's in it? What kind of engine is it?
2JZ. So it's got a Supra motor in it.
Is it legal?
Yeah.
It's cool, man. I like it.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Got my man Nick, my man Brandon, TJ stuffing his face in the car. What do you think about this thing?
It's a lot of
It's a lot of what?
fun.
Dun-dun-ts. What's your favorite thing about this car?
The feeling. Every time when I'm driving, I forget everything around. Just me and my car. Sometimes when I'm pushing it, I have to concentrate so much. And it's just, I forget everything. So it's like a therapy. It's just amazing. I just cruising like here on the US one. It's a different feeling. It's awesome. And this one was like, whoever had a Lada, it was like, wow, you're cool.
It was a big deal.
Yeah, it was a big deal. So we grew up with these cars, so now
This is like a childhood dream come true.
Absolutely, absolutely. So now, and we can update it with this technology, the 21st century, all these cool features what we have in it, with this horsepower what we have. That's just unbelievable. It's like a dream car. It's really hard to describe it. You have to experience it. You have to drive it. You have to sit in it, feel the noise, the shakiness, everything, vibrations, everything. You have to just experience it. Otherwise, it's hard to explain. So many cool cars on the street, fast, strong, Mustangs or any JDM cars. This is a mixture. It's just a weird combination of the old school rally cars with the high horsepower, like 2J's engines.
I'll tell you, we saw almost every car under the sun cruising around all day today. We saw Lamborghini SUVs, we saw McLarens, we saw literally just about every cool car exotic wise. But like driving down the strip, hordes of people just pointing, taking photos, and you see people mutter under their breath, man, that's a cool car.
Actually,
you know?
there was a guy who saw, and he told that he wants to buy one. Because probably this one was a Fiat.
You make me want to buy one now.
Yeah, this is
you gave me the itch. This thing it does that, you know?
It's a cool platform to build a dream car.
All right, guys, it's been an absolute blast riding around with Steve and this crazy 2JZ Lada. Dude, I can't thank you enough for showing us the car.
You.
It
was a pleasure.
It was a blast, man. We'll see you guys next time.